Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Nastasia, and since we're all a little bit new here, I'm just gonna do a quick little intro on like who I am, what am I doing, how did we get here, and then we'll just get right into this week's video. In 2025, I quit my job and sold everything and packed my entire life up into a suitcase, and last month I left the United States to start traveling the world full-time with my older sister. So now here we are. I'm currently solo traveling for a few weeks until she meets me out here, but yeah, we'll be spending the winter months living here in Portugal. So yeah, the first few weeks I've kind of been bouncing all over the country on a bunch of different side quests. I started with Christmas week in Lisbon. I did the Camino de Santiago and then went back to Lisbon for a little bit before now coming here to Porto to start like settling into a routine. And so I already have videos on all of those if you guys want to go check out what I was up to before this. But in this video, I thought it would be fun to take you guys with me from transitioning out of that like vacation mode style of travel and more into like the realistic and slower and more sustainable version of full-time travel. I definitely have my moments where I can be a very type B, go with the flow, constantly on the move girly, but I am even more so type A, and I just love my little routines and rituals. So I'm actually very, very excited to share with you guys the little routines and habits that I start to build during the time that we're gonna be living here. The other thing I really wanna dive into in this video is goal setting and just kind of like 2026 new year energy things, because it is still January, and for me the new year never actually starts on January 1st. I don't feel like this month really has a lot of momentous energy for me, so I kind of go more based off of the lunar new year, where my new year is in February, and instead I like to take January to really like slow down and be intentional with reflecting on 2025 and then using that to actually build out a very specific and thorough plan for myself for 2026. Because I will be honest with you guys, I think 2026 is my most ambitious and like delusional year yet. I honestly feel kind of terrified, but also equally very motivated and inspired, like more so than I have in a really long time. But to be fully transparent with you guys, like I see 2026 as like a very sink or swim year for me. I am unemployed, traveling full time, and living off of my savings, which is a very finite resource. And I think my literal worst nightmare is to have to go back to my hometown after all of this. Like, it is just not healthy for me. It is not an option. So I need to figure it out this year. And that's just gonna be another really big part of my life on this channel and a journey I'm gonna be taking you guys on. So anyways, enough yapping. It is Monday and I already did my morning routine, but now I need to get the rest of my day going. I still wanna go for my daily walk. And then on the way back, I'm gonna stop at a grocery store and get a few things. And then I'm gonna clock into my fake job that doesn't actually pay me yet and get some work done. So let's get to it. Changed and got ready to go on my walk and go to the grocery store. But before I leave, I wanted to share with you guys a few of my like favorite clothing essentials for being in Portugal in the wintertime. Like if you guys are planning on visiting here, Portugal has a very moderate climate. It doesn't get like super hot or super cold, but it does get windy and rainy. It can just be very bipolar in the wintertime. So instead of dressing more to be like super warm, I would just dress to stay dry. My first recommendation is just like a light puffer jacket. I got this one on Amazon for like 30 bucks and I wear this thing religiously. The key here is to layer. So I just usually wear like a light sweater and then I'll throw this on over top in case it starts raining. I can like cover my hair and my clothes aren't getting wet. But you don't need to do anything crazy, just something like windproof and water resistant, like a little light puffer like this. I think if you go too heavy, you're gonna be hot. Just layer, you'll be fine. And the second thing, I don't think everyone needs to have this. I kind of like accidentally made a big brain decision when I purchased this, but this is my Kavu mini sling bag, and this one's actually like the waterproof material, but it's black, so like it still looks really cute. And I feel like it doesn't make my outfits look like super ugly. It definitely has like a more granola aesthetic. Like if that's not what you're into, then get a different bag. But for me, I just like more practical choices. This one I got because I've had a Kavu bag for years, but mine was like really colorful and it wasn't the waterproof version. And I find that I would just use it a lot. Like you can take it on hikes or you can wear it in the city. Like it's just a very versatile bag just for like every day. I don't really care if it gets a little dirty. So when I was purchasing a new one, because my old one was literally so disgusting, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the waterproof one because I know I'm gonna be in places that like have a lot more rain than I'm used to. Like I grew up in Arizona, so like it's summer year round and we literally don't have seasons. Like even in the winter, you can barely wear a hoodie in the afternoon. I bought got this, and actually I've been really loving it. Like, it has rained pretty hard and like nothing in my bag gets wet. And maybe if you're coming, don't do like a cotton or like a cloth bag. I would just recommend something maybe leather or like this in case it's rainy. And the last but not least, this has literally been the star of the show. I have been wearing these shoes so religiously, but everyone will tell you, like, if you're planning on visiting Portugal, to make sure you have good walking shoes, because there's like a lot of walking, hills, and cobblestones, and all of those things can make it very uncomfortable for your feet if you're not used to it. Honestly, I also walk all over these streets in my platform Doc Martens, so it just really depends. But my Salomon XT6s, and these ones are the Gore-Tex ones. I cannot talk about these shoes enough. I was really nervous to buy them just because they had like some mixed reviews on like the sizing, and I have wider feet, so I was like a little bit nervous. But did I still buy them thinking like maybe they're a little overhyped and I was going to be disappointed? Yeah. And have I been disappointed? No. I've been obsessed with these. The Gore-Tex means that they're waterproof, and that has been really nice here because obviously when it gets rainy, there's little puddles. I am stepping in puddles you guys can't even imagine, and my shoes are coming out dry. Dry. I don't feel it. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't faze me. I keep moving on with my life. They have tread, so like I'm not slipping and sliding all over the floor. And then honestly, they're just really comfortable, at least for my feet. I also just love that they don't have shoelaces and they're just like a cinch. Honestly, kind of love that because I can just slide them on. Such a good purchase, and I'm really happy. So those are a few things that I recommend if you're planning on visiting Portugal in the winter time. I'm not like a super fashion influencer. Like, that's just not me. I dress very basic. I also live out of a suitcase, so I can't have like these iconic outfit options. It has to be very minimal for me. So yeah, these are just some like practical options if you guys want to know kind of what to pack and what to wear. Now I need to take the trash out and go to the grocery store, but I wanted to mention these things because I don't know, I think they're kind of funny because growing up in America, it's just a little different. But here in Portugal, there's a lot of areas where you don't have like a trash pickup service. So you don't just like put your stuff on the end of the road and like a car comes and picks it up. You actually have to like go take it somewhere and take out the trash. So I need to go walk the trash down to the next street over and put it in the trash bin. Obviously, with living in walkable cities, I'm not driving to go get my groceries, so that's like another thing that's been a little bit different, is just like having to plan to go to the grocery store more often. Because I mean, I guess I could get it delivered. I think they do have grocery delivery. I just haven't tried it yet because I'm already out walking every day, so it just doesn't really make sense to do that. Also, like, I have to carry it all, so I can't like buy too many heavy things at once. So I pretty much go to the grocery store like every other day. And it's an adjustment, but it's not really annoying because I already do my morning walks. So anyways, we're gonna go now. I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, I just got back from my walk and like going to the store and being out and about for the day. For the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna lock in. My goal is to do a complete rough edit, have it finished on my Camino de Santiago video, which will be up by the time you guys are seeing this. I'm pretty much probably just gonna be home for the rest of the day. That's why I kind of dilly-dallied while I was out and about, because I knew once I came home, I'm probably not gonna leave again. And it's only 3 p.m. So I'm gonna go put this stuff away and get to work, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good morning, guys. I look crazy. It's actually almost 11 a.m. and you're probably like, it looks like you just woke up, and it's because I just woke up. Last night I went to bed at 10. I went to bed super early and I woke up at 7, so I got really good sleep. And I was getting my morning routine going. I studied Portuguese already. I made myself some breakfast, and then I suffer from allergies, and I mean the word suffer when I say I have allergies. And the worst part is, like, I feel so exhausted all the time when my allergies are bad. And I've known for the last week that I've been like struggling with them, but I didn't get the fatigue yet until today. And also I'm a girl and it's around that time and this is when I get my fatigue. So I was exhausted. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to bed. I'm not even gonna set an alarm and I'm just gonna wake up when I feel better. I took a bunch of allergy meds. I took a little bit of Tylenol and I drank some emergency to hopefully help me out. Anytime I'm living somewhere or just visiting somewhere windy, I really struggle with my allergies, and it is very windy here in Porto, so my little morning walks kind of are probably not helping, but it is time to get up and I'm gonna go get myself like a coffee. I'm just gonna edit for the rest of the day and just stay inside, which kind of sucks because like it's supposed to rain all week and it's actually not even raining right now. And so I would love to go enjoy it, but I think I kind of need to put myself in timeout and make sure I don't get sick. Because if I get like a sinus infection, I'm just gonna be so upset. Anyways, one thing I did want to come on here and chat about really quick is my skincare routine, because like I told you guys, routine has been a big focus for me right now, especially romanticizing it. I read this quote and I'm actually gonna pull out the quote because I feel like I keep talking about it and I don't remember exactly what it said. The quote is, "When you realize that routines are actually rituals of devotion to yourself and your dreams, they become much easier to follow." And true, like when I read this quote, it literally has changed my entire perspective on routines, because like I'm a very type A person and I heavily rely on my routines to get anything done just because like that's how my brain functions. But even if you're not type A, like even if you're a type B person that's like struggling to find a reason to follow a routine, I feel like this was really powerful for me, because now I'm like, oh my gosh, like every time I do this, it's like a little love letter to myself. I just imagine like I'm filling up my little jar of love for myself every time I do something that matters to me. I'm gonna share with you guys my skincare routine because I am actually a licensed esthetician, fun fact, so I am qualified to speak on this, as well as I have struggled really bad with adult acne in my life. I was like the kind of person that could sleep in my makeup, like, and mind you, I was in high school in 2016 when we did the full beat just to like go to Circle K, okay? Like I slept in my makeup back then, and now I think about doing that and I cringe, but I had good skin back then. So now I've gone through a lot of struggles over the last like 5 or 6 years with my acne, and I have found just like a very simple routine that works for me. You can't see my face wash because I have it in like a travel tube right now, because I actually need to go buy one when this runs out. This is just the La Roche-Posay oily skin foaming cleanser. I do have oily skin, but like any cleanser is fine that you like. I personally don't like overspending on skincare. I like keeping it simple. I think that's what works best because I have very sensitive skin. But if you're oily, I do recommend this one. It works very nicely. And then, I mean, if you're not oily, just get one that's for your skin type. Then the second step is one of two things. The first one, this is my exfoliation that I use. I cannot do any type of manual exfoliation at all on my face. My skin is too sensitive. It makes me break out. So I only use chemical exfoliants. And now I'm using this Good Molecules overnight exfoliating treatment. I only use this every other day at night. Any type of chemical exfoliant, like you don't want to use it in the morning because it makes your skin very sensitive to sun. So you want to like give it a couple hours before you're out in the sun, and make sure you're wearing SPF if you're using anything like this. That's just 101 for using chemical exfoliants. I really struggle with scarring. So if you guys see, like I actually don't have any pimples. These are all flat. They don't hurt. It's just scarring from like past breakouts. And that's like my main struggle. My skin's actually not really breaking out very much right now. So this also helps with like my skin cell turnover and brightening my skin and helping lighten the acne scarring. So I use this every other night. After my chemical exfoliant, I use hyaluronic acid. Don't let the word acid scare you in this ingredient. Hyaluronic acid is just like a very hydrating ingredient. It's already found in your skin barrier. So it's not like an active ingredient that's gonna cause any type of issue. Like I think everyone should be able to use this every single day and you should be fine. Everybody use HA serum. And then literally the only other step I use is a moisturizer. Again, I'm using Good Molecules because they're cheap. Like my entire skincare routine I think is less than $50. And this is just their lightweight daily moisturizer. This works for my skin. I'm oily. I don't want something super heavy clogging my pores, even more than my oils already do naturally. So I just use this lightweight moisturizer. Again, if you're more dry, use something a little bit more heavy. My little like romantic part is that at night I just use like the Laneige lip mask that my friend gave me for my birthday. I've had this thing for a long time because like I always forget to use it, but anytime I want it to be a little bit more luxurious, I put this on at night. And that's my skincare routine. I've been loving it. My skin is thriving. Like even though I've been traveling, my skin is starting to improve. And I just started this regimen like a month and a half ago. So I've already seen really lovely results. I'm excited to see what my skin looks like in another like 2 to 3 months, just because it does take your skin like quite a bit of time to adjust. I'm gonna go finish getting ready and then I'm gonna go walk and get myself a coffee and get my day started. And I'm already feeling better. I think going back to sleep was like such a power move. I feel a lot more energized than I was 2 hours ago. So let's go. Okay, that actually turned out so good. It's still a little too hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down. I feel like that's something that's been really fun about living here so far. Living somewhere with seasons is so nice because I actually have an excuse to eat this soup. Like in Arizona, it gets to like November and it's still literally like 90 degrees outside. And so you wanna go eat soup because everybody else is like celebrating fall, but you're just cosplaying fall. Like it never actually, there's no fall in Arizona. So I feel like it's fun to like have an excuse to wear a scarf or have an excuse to make a soup because it's actually cold and you need it. And that's been something that's been really like fun to experience. And I also had a theory that I need to live somewhere with seasons, and I think I'm turning out to be right about that, because if you're somebody that gets bored easily, I feel like living somewhere where it looks the same year round, like that drives me nuts, because I am somebody that likes stimulation and change. And so not living somewhere with natural change, I feel like kind of sucks. Honestly, I've just been having the best day. Like even though I didn't really get to go outside much, I just have like a Fred Again live set on. His music is so calming and relaxing, and I was just playing that while I was making my soup, like comfortable in myself right now, and I feel like it's such a nice feeling to have. And then the rest of the night I'm gonna go do like an everything shower. I still have a little bit to clean up. I cleaned up a little bit earlier, but I want to do a little bit more. Then I'm gonna do my everything shower, and then I'm gonna journal and just relax tonight. And I just love that. Like I love enjoying my own company and finding peace in that. So feeling very happy tonight. Good morning, guys. It is now Wednesday and it is almost 9 a.m. I've just been kind of going slow this morning. The weather is super rainy and windy and gloomy outside, so I made myself a little coconut milk latte, and I figured we could chat because I had my little Portuguese study session that I've been doing first thing every morning, and it was particularly hard, and I wanted to talk about it because I feel like choosing to learn a language in my late 20s has been one of the most humbling experiences I've ever gone through, but it also has taught me so many things that have trickled into other areas of my life that I'm super grateful for. Whether or not you're learning a language, I think these lessons can apply to anybody. Today, I was studying the different forms of past tense in Portuguese, and this is something that I actually had a lesson on, I want to say like 5 months ago at this point, but I had the lesson, enough of it stuck where I've been able to get by, but honestly I haven't really like actively studied it at all since that lesson, and I'm noticing that there's gaps because I'm having to use the language more with living in Portugal for a couple months again. I'm just noticing where a lot of my gaps in my learning are, so I've been using my morning study sessions to try to fill those. So I was feeling kind of frustrated because it's a concept I've already learned, but I haven't put any effort behind it, so of course it's really not that great. I asked my teacher for some extra practice, and I was like working through the practice exercises, and I was just getting so overwhelmed and frustrated, and like I wanted to stop probably 2 or 3 different times throughout this 1 hour session, and I'm gonna pick it back up throughout the next couple weeks, and I'm sure I'll be fine. Patience is not something that comes naturally to me at all. Like it's not my initial reaction. It's something I feel like I really have to practice a lot more than maybe some other people do. And that's just part of my personality. It is what it is. But I feel like I've learned to accept that about myself through learning a language and it helps me practice it more, because there's so much with learning languages that you cannot learn from reading a textbook. Like, people will tell you all the time, you just have to kind of surround yourself with it. And a lot of things you're gonna learn by osmosis and not from studying. And I feel like that's really hard, because I'm somebody that feels like as long as I put a lot of effort behind something, I'll get results. And language learning is not really like that most of the time. So I've had to practice a lot of patience with this journey. And even though it like kind of makes me angry still, like half the time, I also appreciate that it forces me to kind of slow down. And in a world full of so much instant gratification, I would say I'm somebody that's very committed and determined. So I don't think I always need instant gratification. I'm very good at committing to things long term. But there is certain things where I just have to remind myself that, like, just because I'm not good at something right away, like, doesn't mean it sucks. Because sometimes I could be kind of a hater in my head. I'll be like, oh, I wasn't good at it right away, I hate doing that. Again, that's just like kind of part of my personality, and that's okay, but it's just funny. Second thing I want to talk about, kind of going off similar themes with like patience, I've been really loving like Japanese philosophy lately. And one of the words, I actually have seen this a lot more on social media recently, which I love, is misogi. And it's basically like a choice to commit yourself to something hard on purpose to better yourself and learn new things. And like, yes, you're learning the skill, but it's also meant to like connect with a higher version of yourself and to really challenge yourself. I realized that I had been doing a lot of misogis last year without ever even having learned that word or studied it intentionally. And it was really cool, because now a year later, I'm seeing all these journeys that I set myself on that really required a lot of commitment, and they were very challenging, and they were scary, or like, I don't know, just evoked a lot of emotion in me, a lot of scary emotions in me. And now looking back a year into these things and seeing the fruits of my labor and how much I've grown, there's something so rewarding in that. And I just feel like I want more people to choose to challenge themselves and to choose to learn something new, because there's so much value. Like, yes, things are going to be scary, they're going to be hard, but the feeling on the other end of that is just so unmatched, and it brings like so much confidence. Back on the last year of my life, and I feel insane pride at how committed and determined I've been to do things that were for me. And like, I recommend it obviously being something that's like for you always, but nobody told me I like needed to learn Portuguese. And to commit to something so heavily that's purely for yourself just brings such a confidence and peace with it. It's addicting. It makes me want to like try more things. Literally so much progress can happen in a year, so much changes in a year. I think this is honestly like a fun alternative to New Year's resolutions. Like, if you're not somebody that knows something specific that you want, just like choose something to get better at, because you're going to learn so many other things through that journey. Like, I did not anticipate the amount of life lessons I would have gotten just through choosing to learn this whole other skill. Hi guys, good morning. It's been a couple days since we've chatted, but honestly, there wasn't really much going on. Last you guys saw, I was hanging out with Inej. I've just been kind of hanging out with myself, enjoying my own company. Yesterday, the weather was insane. It was like pouring rain, raining sideways, like thunder all day, which was kind of cool. So I actually didn't even leave the house yesterday, and I was in a super creative mood. So I kind of took the opportunity while the weather was bad just to like stay off social media, really dive into my creativity. It's now Friday, and I was reached out to through my TikTok from a coffee shop here in Porto. And they asked if I want to come try it out, and if I like it, they would appreciate if I post on my TikTok. So I was like, say less, super easy. And I've been trying to try a new coffee shop at least once a week while I'm here. So I thought that would be fun. Then tonight, I don't really have much going on, but one of my random hobbies is that I like to watch Call of Duty tournaments, and I don't play video games at all. Like, I hate playing video games, but like 4 years ago, one of my roommates was watching like the matches on a live stream, and I like randomly got sucked into it and then just like haven't stopped being invested in it in the last 4 years. Like, I've literally gone to tournaments, I've made friends, like, but I literally don't play video games. I just am so invested that I like can't stop watching. But tomorrow I'm planning a little solo date for myself, because one of my goals is to take myself on a solo date every single week, like as part of my routine, because I've been really trying to be intentional with my alone time with myself and being single. I'm currently taking like an entire year to not date at all, like not even just be single, but like not date. And I really want to just like learn more about myself and get more comfortable with being alone. And so I felt like one way to be intentional about that and not just feel like I'm putting myself in timeout was to like actually plan dates and basically give myself all of the things that I was like craving in a relationship or feel like I haven't gotten from my relationships. And I feel like it's really just upping my confidence in my standards, because like if I can do that for myself, like why can't I expect that from somebody else? So all that being said, I really want to do like a brunch date with myself tomorrow. So I want to look for a place to do that. I need to head out the door, but I'll see you guys when I get back. Oh my gosh, I just like love having an excuse to like actually wear a scarf. Do I look weird? Is this cute? Let's see. This is what I'm wearing. Black jeans, just Centennies. I feel like this is kind of cute. And then I'm gonna throw on like my little puffer jacket on because it's like 10 degrees Celsius. So also all my pants are too big for me now, and it's really annoying. And like I might go thrifting and try to find some that fit me a little better, or just go buy a brand new pair. But okay, time to go. Hi guys, good morning. It is now the next day and I look crazy because I literally passed out on the couch watching the matches last night and I fell asleep in my makeup, so I'm really hoping that I don't break out. Honestly, I have woken up in not the best mood today. I'm feeling super anxious. I'm very much like a routine person, but specifically with exercise, it's not even really about like an aesthetic goal for me half the time. Like genuinely living with anxiety, I like need to move my body. It clears my head, it helps me stay grounded, and I've been super cooped up this week intentionally. Like a lot of it was me trying to rest. I feel ready to not be cooped up anymore, and like I want to go move and I want to use my body. And I had back surgery when I was 18, so if I sit around too much, like I start to get a lot of pain. I don't know what to do because I don't really want to spend like that much money on a gym. So do I like try to do at-home workouts? Do I just go outside and walk? Like I really don't want to get sick. So it's just, I'm feeling very anxious about that today. I think I might just need to pay for the gym membership. This is just like kind of the reality of full-time travel. Like it can just be very mentally exhausting. Having to do all those extra steps just to like go to the gym can be a lot sometimes. And so I'm trying to like give myself grace and not beat myself up for feeling a little overwhelmed. But yeah, I'm definitely very anxious today, and I think I am just gonna sign up for it and then like I'll be fine. But it's expensive. I'm like, oh my gosh, because when you consider like the salaries and the cost of living here, I think I'm gonna go like clean my face and get ready for the day, because I still want to take myself on a little solo date this morning, at least like get myself out of the house, because it's not raining right now. It's actually like really pretty. It's probably really cold, but it's like nice and clear right now. So I'm gonna try to get out as quickly as I can and like go take myself on a little solo date. Ugh, okay. Guys, this is leaking. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, okay. Guys, I literally don't know what to do in this scenario. They don't open for 40 more minutes. I'm scared. Guys, it's been like 25 minutes. I still don't know what's going on. It's like off now. It won't turn back on. The office is not answering. I don't think they open for like 10 more minutes. I texted my friend to see if he could help like translate what that says for me, but he literally is not being helpful. Not me like waking up with anxiety and then this happens. Like, oh my gosh. Oh wait. Why is this happening? And the weather is so pretty right now and I'm stuck inside. Hi guys, reporting live from the new apartment that I had to move into. And honestly, I'm so depressed. Like, I'm so upset and I'm trying so hard to turn this day around. Like, it's literally only 10:30 in the morning. Like, I feel like this day has already been so long. But yeah, they came and helped me out. The girl was so nice. We ended up like yapping and just, she was helping me pack up my room and helped me move it all. And she was so nice. And we even like followed each other on Instagram. So I think I made a friend. Like, I guess that's not the worst thing ever, but I'm actually so depressed and I'm trying really hard not to let this ruin my day. Like, I still want to go on my solo date, but like now it's pouring rain outside and it wasn't when I was planning on going. So I just feel like today really hasn't gone my way so far, but it's literally only 10:30 in the morning and I don't want to just like sit here and let the rest of the day be ruined because like things just happen and it's fine. Like, I still have a nice place to sleep. Like, it's not even that this apartment isn't nice, it's just like it was not the vision, and now I can't think about it right now. I'm just like upset. So I'm going to like try to calm down and I'm gonna have to unpack my things again. We're gonna see if there's anything I could do to turn this day around. I think I'm gonna still go take myself out to lunch. See you guys out there.